Well, I guess we're gonna
Agatha.
jump on to our last topic. Not Agatha. We're jumping on to Daredevil Born Again. Yes, the leaked trailer that was shown off at D23, and a bunch of info that came out right prior to D23, then during it, and then after because of cast interviews and all that. And
Yeah.
you can tell Kevin Feige is very happy that this show seems to be exactly what everybody hoped it was gonna be, which is just Daredevil season 4.
Yeah. We've never been more back than we have right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Until they
Uh,
kill Karen and Foggy off, then it's over.
so, I mean, through interviews and what we ended up finding out before D23 was Foggy was essentially just going to show up for one scene in the original initial version, right? And be like, "Oh yeah, we got history," but it was not going to be the same Foggy, and the history was not the same. Karen was nowhere; she wasn't even in the show, and yeah, they recast Vanessa was recast, completely different take on the character, and then they pivoted after all the complaints and said,
I
"Make it
thought
canon
Vanessa
and
was still
continue it."
recast. I didn't
So
think
no,
she wanted to come back.
they brought the original actress back, but it's
Oh, did they? Christ. I need to pay attention to this
well,
stuff.
what happened was they brought her back, but her role is not as extensive as the original actress because again,
Yeah.
they didn't want to reshoot everything, right? So like, it's a different style that they're approaching it. But again, the trailer, it leaked, and if you were to tell me it's like, yeah, this is just season 4, I'd be like, yep, that's it.
Yeah, it looks it. Yeah, yeah. It's
Like,
like cool. There's Bullseye. There's Punisher. There's Kingpin. Like this is this is Daredevil.
and I don't mean this as an insult. I mean this as a positive. So don't take it as me saying it looks bad. It looks like it has the cheapness of the Netflix look. Like
yeah.
it's
got that grime all over it.
yeah, and like some of the sets you can see are just they're not overly designed and loaded with things and like
because didn't they film in New York again for this?
they did exactly.
Yeah, so
And then like yeah, and then interiors were close sets and actual locations. And the one thing from the trailer that jumped out at a lot of people was Kamala Khan's dad is in this, so we're getting that MCU connection.
Yeah, he's running away from the Punisher, like.
Matt, prove I'm wrong. Prove I did nothing wrong. Checks his heartbeat. Let me just call my friend Frank Castle. He's actually dealt with the same thing in the comics, and it did not end good for those people doing those things. So,
but do we actually get Miss Marvel in this?
I think so. I think we're going to. Yeah.
I hope so. It'd be interesting having Iman Vellani.
I'm gonna guess
completely juxtaposed. I can't even whatever that word is,
Yeah. Here's what I'm guessing happens. We're gonna have her dad looking for a lawyer that wants to support their case against the discrimination and stuff that happens in Miss Marvel with the what was it? What's that organization? Was it Damage Control or
no, was it Damage Control?
No, it wasn't. It was whatever that organization that was after them was. Like he's gonna try to get them to like take on their case and
yeah. God, why can't I remember that name?
And I think Kamala will 100% appear, but I don't think we see her using powers and stuff. I think she just appears as low-key Kamala Khan, like...
yeah, I kind of hope we get a bit of powers of her.
I would love it, but, like, man, that'd be so interesting. Because could you imagine, like...
I mean, I can, and that's kind of why I want him more. Like, it's a dingy lit hallway, like Daredevil's doing his thing, and then you just get these sparkles behind him. It's perfect.
Imagine Daredevil gets like tossed off a building, and suddenly Kamala just forms like a ramp or a slide for him with her powers, and he's like, "What?"
Oh, I forgot she's a lantern. Goddamn.
Yeah, she's a cheap lantern knockoff. So yeah, like,
or maybe they go like, "Hey, yeah, that was a thing that happened and passed by."
Yeah. Like,
does she have both the quantum bands now?
I think she has one, right?
I can't remember that movie.
Yeah, I'm forgetting what happens. I gotta go rewatch a bunch of things. It's been a bit. Yeah, man. I don't know. Like, I like that for the first time in the Daredevil series. It's wild that we're saying this, but it's connected to the MCU and you can see it, and like, it has that effect. And I'm hoping that they don't use the good old Jeff Loeb line of, well, Avengers Tower, where it should be, it's just around the corner, and you're not seeing it because you don't need to.
I hope for the sake of nostalgia. Well, here's the thing: they can't even do that shot with Avengers Tower in it because Avengers Tower doesn't exist.
Yeah, true. It's whatever it is now.
Yeah, now Matt's gonna be referencing Nick Cage and Iron Fist, and you're never gonna see them.
Woo! Iron Fist, yeah! Woo!
So I could hire some help, but I'm not going.
Iron Fist is too busy in Wakanda. But I did kind of hope that like, they keep the references the same. Like, give me the green guy again. I want that sort of shit.
Oh my god, you want that on the nose?
Yeah, like keep that. This has to feel like Daredevil season 4. Can't just look like it.
They're gonna talk about the blip and be like, the incident of the blip.
Yeah, exactly. Because you should think about it, right? Didn't Peter Parker's school called it something else? They didn't.
Yeah. Everybody has like a different name for it.
Yeah, that's like, hey, said it. Just call it the incident. The big purple guy. Done. Why would they know his name's Thanos?
That's true. They'll reveal that, like, oh yeah, Matt, didn't you try to make it to fight Squidward? Yeah, but I didn't make it. It was daytime, and
yeah, I need like at least like a 2-minute montage of him just showing up really late to specific things.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we need here. Now
like he arrives on the beach after the cops have taken Vulture away. Like you just see Spider-Man swinging off. Give me stuff like that.
Now, I do want to bring this up because they're saying that the series releases is in March, right? And we don't know exactly when in March, but 9 episodes. If they release it in like the second or third week of March, it's going to overlap with Thunderbolts. And the rumors keep on persisting that he might, like Bullseye might show up in Thunderbolts, which honestly would make sense. So I would honestly like it if that happened, because we also heard that there's a chance that Bucky might appear in Daredevil Born Again. So, I mean,
I'd be surprised if Bullseye's in Thunderbolts, just because it seems like a lot.
Same, yeah.
You got all this in the Sentry, and we assume Sentry is like the big thing for the end. So why just shove Bullseye in there? But
maybe if like he's in one of the recruitment montages, like Yelena or somebody goes to him, and he's like, "Sorry, I got a couple things I got to deal with." You might have heard of the Devil of Hell's Kitchen.
Also, the Bullseye suit aesthetic would fit the whole Taskmaster and Ghost look.
Sorry. You mentioned Taskmaster.
Oh, sorry, I forget Americans can't taste anything without like 1,000 pounds of sugar in it.
Involuntary gag.
This is like organic, like natural. Like,
oh my
god. Good suits.
Yeah, like it. I mean, whatever happens, like I'm super hyped to see how Daredevil shapes up and what happens and what we're gonna get and like how they aim to hopefully address criticisms, from people in regards to the whole you're gonna ruin Daredevil, blah blah blah. Because I even saw some people talking about the leak, being like, "This doesn't look like Daredevil." I'm like, "Are you blind? Are you actually blind?" Like,
in fairness, they haven't thought about Daredevil for like 10 years, so yeah, they're gonna forget.
Yeah, revisionist histories now. Yeah. Like, I saw somebody being like, "I hope this series includes as much action as the original Daredevil." I'm like, did you watch the other Daredevil series? Because they do action for 3 minutes every 8 episodes. What are you talking about?
Remember how episode 7 was always downtime?
Yeah.
And it was always the smallest injury that caused it.
Oh, man.
So I'll be happy if that just doesn't happen. They could do literally whatever the hell they want. As long as episode 7 isn't Matt like bleeding out in his deathbed because he stubbed his toe.
It's cramps because he didn't get hydrated enough.
Didn't eat his bananas. Yeah, as long as that doesn't happen, I'll be fine.
Yeah, it's
because you've also got White Tiger in this show as well.
Yeah, I mean, they had to confirm White Tiger considering all the leaks, so it would have been dumb if they play coy with it. Like,
It's true. It's true.
yeah.
Now that's a suit that looks bad. I'm sorry, but that looks like a Netflix suit. It is,
I mean, the set photos we got is like baggy everything, and like, I can't even explain how bad it looked. Yeah.
It's bad. Hopefully, because I assume he's going to pass it on in this show, and that's how we get. I can't even remember her name, who is the more well-known one, but.
Oh yeah. Pass it off to hopefully, like, because the male White Tiger is infinitely less interesting than the female.
Yeah.
So.
Also, R.I.P. the actor. I can't remember his name, but that sucks.
Yeah. Crazy. So, any closing thoughts on that here Daredevil Born Again?
We are back.
The female White Tiger's name is Ava.
That's okay. That's what it was. Yeah. Okay, I didn't want to get it. I kept thinking Alejandra, but that's Ghost Rider, so I didn't want to botch it up.
You're the only person that remembers that Ghost Rider.
Yeah, we stand strong, all three Alejandra fans.
We'll say, how many people are in your head? Goddamn.
I'm like Moon Knight. All the different personalities.
Season 2 confirmed. So.
I thought it was just that and Kazar.
Woo!
I wouldn't be surprised if he just made Kazar up, to be honest.
That's what Marvel says anytime somebody brings him up as well. They're like, did you just make that character up? What are you talking about?
No, look, I'm holding issue 1 right here. It's like,
I'm sure you are.
Like one issue, it just disappears.
Scrubbing it from the... That's Kevin Feige pruning the timeline for me. He's like, you can't give him this one.
Yeah. When the question's asked, every Kazar comic in the world turns into a scroll.